let's have a look at what Vladik shared with me today, earlier on. And it was this little bit of information just here. Little tidbit of information. So it looks to me, based on what I can see, it looks like a room and walls. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, VPR. So it looks like we've got a multi-room inn. This bit outside here, maybe like a courtyard, maybe outside. This looks like it's inside because it has got like wooden floor. This looks like just plain grey, so I can't really tell if it's like an indoor and outdoor portion, should I say. But this looks like an outdoor area. So are we saying multi-room inns? I'm not even sure. Again, I was given no context. I'm not even sure if this was for Drunken Dragon Inns or Drunken Dragon Inns and Quests. So I don't know if it's going to be the game 2023 or if it's going to be the tavern management game that's coming towards the end of this year. But this was a snippet that I was shared. So we've got a window in there. We've got some wooden frames of kinds. We've got a little outside courtyard with brick, it looks like almost. And it looks like maybe a hallway of some kind going down the bottom left-hand side. So, make of that, my friends, what you will. But it is interesting because it does open a whole can of worms, which I'm sure we're going to find out about more on Thursday. But is the inn for inns the same for quests? I do not believe so. I believe that the first game is just a simple tavern management game that houses your pixel tiles as 2D models for the moment. Probably will be animated in the future. And I believe will also house your GMAs at some point. Don't quote me on that, but I think that is the case. And then Drunken Dragon Inns and Quests will be when you have the a separate tavern. Which, so in Drunken Dragon Inns, it's going to be a simple inn, which I'm presuming this picture is. I'm not sure though. And then Inns and Quests, you're going to be given a certain inn. It's going to be like a hospitality inn, a refreshment inn, a trading post inn. It's going to be all different types of inns that you can kind of put yourself in. I'm not sure if they're going to be given to us automatically by like a generator, like RNG, or if you can choose what type of inn you want. Hey Briax, you come straight in for the sneak peek, my friend. I'm not too sure how that's gonna play out, but Vladik said he's not sure if we are going to be given those inns, because what could happen potentially is, let's say for example there's a town on the map and I like the look of the tower that is there, and there's like 20 towers all around there. If I go and make my inn a hospitality inn where people like adventurers can rest and get refreshments and stuff, what's to stop 10 other people doing exactly the same thing? And there's going to be loads of them sort of inns in that particular area. So I think the way they're going to do it is random. They're going to randomly generate what inn you have based on your game ID, I suppose. But again, that is pure speculation. I don't know the answer to it yet. And Vladik didn't actually say in the interview what exactly was going to be happening with that. But this game is going to be just a tavern management game. And then when the full game comes out in 2023 and beyond, there's going to be different types of inns for different utilities. Sleeping, trading, questing, refreshments. Who knows? That's up for the team to decide. But there's a little sneak peek, people. There is a picture to work with. I've imagined each race of GMO will have a different type of inn. Not sure where I got that info. Yeah, I mean, I can understand it happening. Like, if you've got a druid, you'd have an inn like that in the middle of the jungle somewhere. And if you've got like a fighter, he might be like in a castle, or a paladin might be in a palace. Or like a rogue might be like in a seaside town, like we saw like with the rogue GMA, and the way it looks. And then you might have like a mage in like a magic orbed castle, like a portal or something. The possibilities are endless, right? Especially with the pixel tiles. My imagination VPR just comes from playing loads of MMOs over the years. What else have we got? What other classes are there? Warlock, probably some sort of like green portal somewhere. That's just me taking the Burning Crusade. And then I'm trying to think what other classes there are. Tell you what I could do. I could just stop being an idiot and go here. Yeah, fighter. Maybe some sort of like, imagine the Horde in World of Warcraft. In the like the first place of Tauren start maybe. Bard could be in like a tavern, like an actual tavern where you play music like in Skyrim. But yeah, I think you could have inns that reflect the kind of background of the GMA. That'd be cool. There you go. Cleric could be at a church style inn where you go to like recover, get your mana and HP back. If the case, that needs a question: how would newcomers who don't have GMA get different types of inns? So if I'm right in saying they're going to be getting free pixel tiles but not free GMAs, and you don't have to have GMAs, so they might just be given one automatically based on the split of inns that are already available. So if there's like, let's just pull a number out of my arse, let's say there's 3 different types of inns at the start: hospitality, crafting, so hospitality, crafting, and what could be the third inn be? Hospitality, crafting, and fighting. Let's just say like weapons and armor. I pulled them out my arse. Weapons and armor, hospitality, and adventuring. There you go. So let's say there's 3 of them, and there's a split of 33% of each of them across the pool of players. And let's just use a random number and say 999 players, just so it's equal. I presume when a new player signs up, it will assign them one of them, and then when the next person signs up, it will assign them the next one. It will just keep going over to make it as even as possible. Because I don't think your GMA is going to determine what sort of inn you've got, but it'd be nice to be able to like see different types of inns reflected by GMA, if you know what I mean. How would I do that? I don't know. I'm just chatting. Yeah, adventuring's definitely one. Like crafting would be cool though. You go in there and there's like a stone thing to like do mining. Like there's like a little pottery wheel to make some pottery. There's like a hearth to do like burning some steel and like melting it down and stuff. Like be cool to have a crafting. I mean, all the maidens are going to be in the hospitality, aren't they? You got to be hospitable to the boys. You know what I mean? Got to be hospitable to the boys. But there we go. There's our little leak for you all. There is a little leak for you all.